Hello, good morning children and welcome to our new lesson. Today we are going to learn about a poem that's written by Rabindranath Tagore. Now, when I take the name Rabindranath Tagore, does it sound familiar to you? Have you heard this name before? Yes, in our school assemblies, we sing our national anthem. Who wrote the national anthem? The national anthem Jana Gana Mana is written by Rabindranath Tagore. So Rabindranath Tagore is also the only Indian or the first Indian to get a Nobel Prize in literature. Nobel Prize is like an award that is given to the people all around the world for different departments. So we have chemistry, we have mathematics, we have economics, then we have people who serve the society. So to different people the Nobel Prize is given. For literature, Rabindranath Tagore was the first person to get the Nobel Prize. And you know what did he get that Nobel Prize for? He got that Nobel Prize for the Gitanjali. So in our Indian language, the word Gita stands for songs, hymns. In Hindi, when we say Geet, Geet means song. Anjali. Anjali in Hindi language means tribute. So, Rabindranath Tagore has given a tribute of poems to his God, and all his writings, most of his writings were in Bengali. Rabindranath Tagore happens to hail from which state of our country, sir? Yes, he is from Bengal. So, Rabindranath Tagore is also known as Vishwakavi. What is he also called as? He is also called as Vishwakavi. So this is a brief little information that I wanted to give to you regarding the poet. My dear students, whenever we read something, we should always understand the author first, the poet first. If we are reading prose, that is lessons or novels or stories, in that case we should try to understand the author. If we are learning a poem, then we should try to understand the poet first. So who is the poet? The poet is Rabindranath Tagore. And what's the poem that we are going to learn today? The poem that we are going to learn today is I cannot remember my mother. I cannot remember my mother. Right. So, before we start the poem, before you look into the textbook and before you listen to the poem from me, I have few questions for you. Now, when somebody asks you, who is the person you like the most, then what would your answer be? Your answer usually would be my dad, my mom, isn't it? So first, it's our parents that we love the most. Then we take the names of our friends, then the extended family. That is how it goes. So my dear students, it's really a great privilege to have our parents along with us. Unfortunately, in this world, there are many people who lose their parents at a young age. Unfortunately, it's very tough for such children. So, we should love our parents. We should respect our parents. A person who doesn't have parents to take care of him misses his parents so much. In this poem, Rabindranath Tagore is going to talk to us about a boy who lost his mother. A boy who misses his mother so much that, what does he say? I cannot remember my mother. He is missing. But what does the title of the poem say? I cannot remember my mother. So, how the justification of the title is done, let us listen to the poem first. So, my dear students, please listen carefully. I cannot remember my mother. Only sometimes in the midst of my play, a tune seems to hover over my playthings. The tune of some song that she used to hum while rocking my cradle. I cannot remember my mother, but when in the early autumn morning the smell of shuli flowers float in the air, the scent of the morning service in the temple comes to me as the scent of my mother. I cannot remember my mother only when from my bedroom window I send my eyes into the blue distant sky. I feel that the stillness of my mother's gaze on my face has spread all over the sky. See how wonderfully and how beautifully Rabindranath Tagore has put the feelings of the boy. What does Rabindranath Tagore say in this poem? As a child, what is the child telling, sir? I cannot remember my mother. Now the first question is, we already know that this poem is being told. Who is I here? Who is I? I refers to a child. We can see in the textbook. What do we see, sir? We can see a child sitting under the tree. So the I refers to that boy. And what does that boy say? What is the first sentence of the poem? I cannot remember my mother. Now why is the child telling that? Why is it that he can't remember his mother? See, we tend to forget things that we don't have contact with. Am I right or wrong? Usually, if we are regularly meeting someone, if we are regularly seeing someone or something, do we forget it? No, we don't. What things do we forget? Or whom do we forget? We forget people and things we don't meet often, we don't see often. Now, when the boy says, I cannot remember my mother, what conclusion can we draw here? What inference can we draw here from the first line of the poem? We can understand, we can draw a conclusion that the boy has lost his mother. Now you may ask, sir, how do you come to that conclusion? Maybe he stays in hostel, or maybe he is away from his mother and maybe missing his mother. Now let us come to the last line of the poem. See, from the first line, let us connect to the last but one line of the poem. What does the last but one line says? The last but one line says, I feel that the stillness of my mother's gaze on my face. What is he telling? When I send my eyes to the windows, to the blue sky, when I look at the blue sky from the window of my bedroom, I feel that the gaze. What is the meaning of gaze? Gaze means to look at someone for a long time. What is the meaning of gaze? Gaze means to look at someone or something for a long time. My dear students, I want to tell you something very interesting. See, the way we look The word look can be told in many ways. I want you to find out that. What is the difference between look, watch, observe, peep, gaze, stare? See, there are so many words talking just about the way we look. So many words. I want you to identify them, okay? But now here, what is the meaning of the word gaze? Gaze means to look at someone or something steadily for a long time. So, right from the beginning, what are we told, sir? We are told that people who have passed away reach to the God, go to the heaven, reach to the stars. This is what we are being told right from our childhood. So, from the last but one line, we can understand that the child has lost his mother. Why? It is because he looks at the sky and he feels the gaze of his mother still on him. So, now you understood the title of the poem, sir. Why is it the boy says that I cannot remember my mother? He cannot remember his mother because he lost his mother at a very young age. Though he can't remember his mother, he has few memories. What kind of memories are there? Only sometimes in the midst of my play, what is the meaning of midst? In the middle. Midst means what, sir? In the middle. Usually I cannot remember my mother, but when I am in the middle of my play, I am playing with my things. Suddenly in the middle of the play, what happens? A tune. What is the meaning of tune? Tune means, what is the meaning of tune, sir? Tune means a melody. Tune seems to hover. A tune seems to hover. What's the meaning of hover? To stay still in the air, moving but still. The best example is, have you attended any wedding functions, marriage functions? What is the latest trend? The latest trend is, now the videos are being shot with drones. Have you seen the drone cameras? Right. What does that drone do? The drone hovers. It is moving around, but still with us. It doesn't go far away. Things that move around but are with us is called hover. So, in the middle of the play, when the child is busy playing, suddenly the tune, melody. What is the meaning of tune? Melody. Usually mothers are good singers. They sing to put you to sleep. They sing lullabies. They sing hymns and praises to the Lord. Right. So, a tune seems to hover over my playthings when I am playing. The melody of my mother, the song of my mother moves around. Suddenly it comes to my mind. The tune of some song that she used to hum while rocking my cradle. What is the meaning of rock, sir? To move from, yes, to and fro. To move something to and fro is called rock. We have rocking chairs. Usually elderly people sit in the houses and they rock their chairs. Rock means to move to and fro. So, usually, see, though the boy has forgotten his mother, though the boy cannot remember his mother, a melody that his mother used to hum. Hum means sing unclearly. What is the meaning of hum? To sing unclearly. So, that tune used to come to his mind. But when in the early autumn morning, what is the meaning of autumn? Autumn is a season. This season Usually we call that as the season when the trees shed the leaves. The season when trees shed the leaves is called autumn. Usually this happens in the months of October, November, right? So in the autumn season, the smell of shuili flowers. What flowers? Shuili flowers. So here Rabindranath Tagore is referring to the time between summer and winter. What is autumn? When does autumn come? Autumn season comes in between summer and winter. So what flowers are found in our Indian subcontinent? We find jasmines, right? Jasmine has a pleasant fragrance, pleasant smell, right? So the smell of shuili flowers float in the air. The scent of the morning service in the temple comes to me as the scent of my mother. How beautifully Rabindranath Tagore tells here about the smell. See, first the child can remember the sound of his mother, humming of the song. Now, smell of the mother. What kind of smell comes? Whenever he gets to smell the shuili flowers, the jasmine flowers, the night grown flowers, he recollects his mother. Whenever he thinks of the scent, what's that? The scent. Scent means what? Smell. What is the meaning of scent? Smell. As I told you, we can use different words. We can say fragrance, we can say aroma, we can say scent. These are all the words that we use for pleasant smell. What are the words for bad smell then? Stench, right? Then stink. These are the words we use for bad smells. Odor, right? So here, now the boy tells, I remember the sound of my mother. I remember the song that my mother used to hum while rocking my cradle. Now I remember the smell of my mother. My mother smelled like shuili flowers. And even today in the temples, when the morning service is conducted, when the morning prayers are conducted, incense sticks are burnt. So because of burning that incense sticks, a smell comes. Okay, what smell? Camphor smell, incense stick smell comes. So every day in the morning, the boy's mother also used to offer service to the God in the home. So he remembers that smell. He cannot remember his mother, but he can remember the sound of his mother. He can remember the smell of his mother. I cannot remember my mother. Only when from my bedroom window I send my eyes into the blue distant sky, I feel that the stillness of my mother's gaze on my face has spread all over the sky. Now what does the boy say, or how does Rabindranath Tagore conclude the poem, sir? In one way, what Rabindranath Tagore is trying to tell here is, though physically my mother is away from me, though I cannot see my mother, though I cannot remember my mother, but even today, every morning when I smell the morning prayer, when the morning prayers are conducted, the scent, the smell, the fragrance that comes from the temples reminds me of the smell of my mother. When I am playing with my things, suddenly in the middle of my play, a tune, a melody comes to my mind, and it reminds me of the songs that my mom used to hum rocking my cradle. And when I look into the sky, how's the sky? The sky is blue. And how's the sky? The sky is distant, far, far away from us. When I look at the sky, I feel, I assume, I think that the stillness, what is the meaning of stillness? Without any movement, still. So the stillness of my mother's gaze has spread. The mother's gaze on my face has spread all over the sky. When I look at the sky, I feel that my mom is looking at me. My mom is gazing at me. So I cannot remember my mother. I cannot remember my mother because I was very young when my mother passed away. But I remember her voice. I remember her smell. I remember the way she used to look at me. I feel the same when I look at the sky. So my dear children, isn't that poem very touching? See how wonderfully Rabindranath Tagore has conveyed how a child who misses his mother sees his mother all around, but he cannot remember his mother. So fine, there are questions soon after the lesson. I request every one of you to kindly finish answering those questions. I hope you all enjoyed the poem and understood the poem. Thank you so much. Take care. Love you all.